And as the Springboks look to redeem themselves, of course, following a disappointing performance at Ellis Park last weekend, arguably their toughest 60 minutes yet under coach Rassie Erasmus, all eyes now are on Cape Town, where they face the Wallabies in round 2 of that particular Rugby Championship clash. SABC Sports Presenter Xoli Zondo is at the Elkah Stadium in Soweto, soaking up the pre-match atmosphere with the fans. Let's go live to her now. Xoli, a very good afternoon to you. Talk to us about the vibe on the ground. Are supporters there feeling quite confident that the Boks can bounce back and redeem themselves today?
Well, a very good afternoon. Thank you so much, Unati. And of course, today is a big day in sport. Not only do we have the live MTN8 action, where Sundowns and Pirates are still tied at 1-1 with just a few minutes to play, we're also building up to that enormous revenge match where the Springboks will be taking on Australia in Cape Town. And I have roped in SABC News senior sport journalist Thando Mxoli just to chat about the events that are unfolding today. Thando, thank you so much for your time. I think quickly, let's just reflect on what's happening with the MTN8. It is now tied at 1-1. Quite an impressive 85 odd minutes.
Look, it's been an impressive 2 games. From my point of view, tactically, I think this is one where the coaches themselves are almost feeling themselves out. No one is ready to make the bold decisions yet. We saw Pirates, for example, making a very big decision and taking out Tito in the first half. But again, it started 1-0 now. Everything is all square. Whoever scores is probably going to score the match winner. And again, these teams have both got 2 very good offensive lineups. I think the defenses are being tested today, but I think they've done well. If you look at the quality that's on the park, the bulk of the national team is on display at the moment. And all these guys are literally in top form. So again, very big fixture between 2 very big giants in South African football. And I think it's a fair reflection of how things have been over the 2 legs.
No, absolutely. And of course, when it's still tied at 1-1, it means if nothing decides in terms of any other goal being scored, we will be going to a penalty shootout, because they both have now scored away goals. And of course, later on, it will be Sekhukhune up against Ellis. But of course, it is about the Springboks. What a shock loss at Ellis Park. They led in that first quarter, 22-0, and of course ended up losing that match 38-22. I mean, Thando, let's just first unpack what went wrong in that Springbok camp.
I think when Rassie said after the match that the first people they need to look at is themselves as a coaching side, I think they played the wrong game plan. They never adapted to the situation. In the first half, we got those 22 points because we dominated in the forwards. In the second half, when Australia could match us up in the forwards, we did not go back to what is our strength, which is basically keeping things tight, working them even harder in the tight phases and the collision points. We lost a lot of turnovers. We gave away too many balls. If you look at a lot of the Australian tries, they were against a run of play, which basically talks to execution as well. So again, a lot of players let themselves down, hence the mass changes. 10 out of the 15 that started last week were changed. Again, a lot of egos would have been bruised, because a guy like Ellis Park, for example, went into that fixture with great form, and everyone was saying at the moment, based on form alone, he is a tough laugh. But there were a couple of things that he did wrong, and he didn't manage the game as one expected. If you look at the back 3, I was very disappointed in Pelel, Fassi, Edwin and Kirtley. Defensively and also in the scramble defense, they were not great. They didn't cover positions like they should at that level. But again, the changes have been made. We've got guys like Cheslin Colby coming back into the side. We've got Damien Delinda to solidify things in the middle. We've got Andre Pollard to control the game from fly off. It's a pity Willie Leroux's not there. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how we attack, because normally Willie Leroux does all the attacking when Andre Pollard is playing. So now Pelele Fassi has a chance at redemption himself to show that he still belongs at this level, and basically to show the quality that he brings, more than just running with the ball in hand, also having the vision and the control to run the attack. So again, we'll see how it goes.
Only 20 minutes left till kickoff there in Cape Town. We know for Australia, they made 3 changes in terms of Joe Schmidt. How do you then see this one unfold? Can the Springboks find their redemption?
Yeah, I believe they can. I believe that the team that they put out is experienced enough to get a win against Australia. Australia, anything they get is a bonus, whether it's a bonus point. If they get a victory, it's even better. But at the moment, from what they expected going into these two fixtures, I think they've already achieved more than what they're realistically expected to get. So again, they're looking for anything, the cherry on top. We are looking for our pride. We are looking to basically remind people how good we are, and that the reason why we are back-to-back champions, that we should be able to beat teams like Australia at home.
Absolutely, and it doesn't help much that we've slipped down to third in terms of the world rankings. New Zealand currently first, so really hoping that we will get victory in Cape Town. And just a quick update, about 5 minutes left to play at the Lucas Masterpieces Morepe Stadium. It is still 1-1 in the second leg of the MTN8, but of course Unathi will still be bringing you more fans and supporters who really want to talk about the Springboks and support them going into this very important second test match of the Rugby Championship. It's back to you.
Thank you so much to SABC Sports Presenter Xoli Zondo, live to us at the Elkah Stadium in Soweto, alongside SABC Sports producer Thando Mxoli, ahead of that all-important Springboks clash.